Hello, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic and often overlooked coins in the United States, the 2001 cent coin, or simply, the 2000 penny. Whether you're an avid collector or just curious about its history, value, and significance, you've come to the right place. So, let's get started. Now, many people may think that a 1 cent coin is just, well, a 1 cent coin. But as we'll see, the 2000 penny is much more than that. It's a coin with a story, a coin that reflects the cultural and economic climate of its time, and yes, even a coin with a fluctuating value in today's market. So, let's break it all down. 1. The history of the 2001 cent coin. The 1 cent coin, or penny, has been an integral part of American currency since it was first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. Since then, the design has undergone numerous changes, but one thing has remained consistent: its role in everyday transactions. Fast forward to the year 2000, a time when the world was preparing for the dawn of a new millennium. The year 2000 was a turning point, not just for the world but also for American coins. The U.S. Mint had been working hard to adapt to the changing economic environment and had already begun producing coins with new designs in the late 1990s. The 2000 penny was no exception, and its production saw a continuation of a design that had been in place for decades. The familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. Zoom in shot of the 2000 penny showing Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. On the obverse, we find the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner and first minted in 1909. This image has become synonymous with the penny, and it's still in use today. But the real story behind the 2000 penny lies on the reverse side. Up until the year 2000, the reverse side of the penny featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. This design honored the famous landmark in Washington, D.C., and it was a symbol of the nation's unity and history. However, in 2009, this design was retired to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But in 2000, the Lincoln Memorial still ruled the penny, making the 2000 penny an important piece of U.S. numismatic history. As for the composition, the 2000 penny was made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This was a continuation of the penny's shift away from pure copper, a change that started in the 1980s due to rising copper prices. The 2000 penny weighed 2.5 grams and had a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, making it nearly identical in size to its predecessors. Part 2. The minting process and features. Like all U.S. coins, the 2000 penny was produced by the United States Mint. The Mint operates several facilities across the country, and in 2000, the Denver, Philadelphia, and West Point mints all contributed to the production of the penny. In fact, the 2000 penny was minted in high volumes, as it was part of the regular annual coinage cycle. To give you an idea of how many pennies were minted that year, the U.S. Mint produced approximately 15 billion 1 cent coins in 2000. This was a substantial amount, as pennies were still in high circulation at the time. The high volume of production is why you can find so many of these coins today. Part 3. The 2000 penny's market value today. Now, you might be wondering, what's the 2000 penny worth today? Is it just a piece of copper and zinc, or does it hold any collectible value? Let's take a closer look at the current market value. Generally speaking, a typical 2001 cent coin, in its regular circulated condition, is worth exactly 1 cent the face value. But as with all coins, there are factors that can influence the value, such as rarity, condition, and any special features. Zoom in on a 2000 penny with noticeable wear. Coins that are heavily worn or damaged aren't going to fetch much. A standard, well-worn 2000 penny will likely only be worth face value, or perhaps a few cents more if it's in better condition. However, if you happen to have an uncirculated 2000 penny, it might be worth a bit more. A penny in pristine condition, graded MS65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), can be worth between 25 cents and 50 cents. Coins with this grade are rare, and collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been preserved in mint condition. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a 2000 penny with a minting error, such as an off-center strike or a double die, that could really increase its value. Error coins are always in demand among collectors. A 2000 penny with a double die can fetch anywhere from $10 to $50 or more, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. These errors occur during the minting process, when the coin dies, which are used to imprint designs onto the blanks, misalign slightly, resulting in a coin that has a doubled image. Coins with these errors are prized by collectors for their rarity. 4. Collecting and investing in the 2000 penny. For collectors, the 2000 penny might not hold the same level of intrigue as older pennies, like those from the 1909 VDD series, but it still has a place in any complete U.S. coin collection. And while you probably won't make a fortune with a 2000 penny, investing in coins like these can still be a fun and rewarding hobby. If you're starting a collection or you're interested in building a set of pennies from different years, the 2000 penny should definitely be included. It's not only a part of U.S. history, but also a piece that reflects the economic and technological landscape of the year 2000. So, there you have it, the 2001 cent coin. From its historical background to its current value in the market, it's clear that even the most common coins can tell fascinating stories. Whether you find one in your pocket today or you're looking for it in your next coin roll hunt, the 2000 penny remains an essential part of American numismatics. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more content about coins and collecting. Drop a comment below if you've ever found any interesting 2000 pennies or if you have any questions about coins. Until next time, happy collecting! Next, rare coin 1 cent Liberty 2001 D coin collectors and history enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 2001 D 1 cent coin. Not only will we explore its historical significance, but we'll also discuss its value, rarity, and what it's worth in today's market. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's journey through time and value with the 2001 D penny. Hey everyone! And I'm super excited to talk about a coin that's often overlooked, the 2001 D 1 cent coin. You've probably seen one of these pennies countless times, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a casual observer, you're going to love learning about its rich history, its production details, and what it's worth today. Let's get started. Segment 1. The 2001 D 1 cent coin, an overview. First, let's start with the basics. The 2001 D penny is part of the U.S. Mint's regular circulation series. The D Mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities for minting U.S. coins. The coin's design is familiar to most of us, but let's go over it in detail. On the obverse front of the coin, we have Abraham Lincoln's portrait, which has been a part of the penny since 1909. Lincoln's image, designed by Victor David Brenner, remains one of the most iconic in U.S. numismatics. Next, on the reverse back side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design was used from 1959 until 2008 before being replaced by a new reverse design. The 2001 D penny still features the memorial, which serves as a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. Segment 2: Production and minting of the 2001 D coin. The 2001 D penny was minted in massive quantities, with more than 6.5 billion of these coins being produced that year. That makes it a common coin in terms of production, but don't be fooled, just because a coin is common doesn't mean it's worthless. In fact, we'll get into how the 2001 D penny has evolved in terms of value. In 2001, the U.S. Mint was in the process of cranking out billions of pennies for circulation due to high demand. During the early 2000s, there was a surge in coin production because of the booming economy and the increasing number of transactions requiring pennies. Interestingly, the demand for copper, the primary metal in pennies, was high during this period, too. Segment 3: The history of the penny and its significance. The penny itself has an incredibly rich history. The first official U.S. 1-cent coin was struck in 1793, featuring a design that looked very different from today's penny. The 2001 D penny falls into a long tradition, but its specific production year has its own place in numismatic history. What makes the year 2001 significant for the penny is that it marked a period of transition. While the coin design remained largely unchanged from the 1959 Lincoln Memorial design, there was growing discussion about whether the penny was even still necessary. Inflation had been slowly increasing, and the penny was becoming less and less useful for transactions, leading to debates over whether the coin should be phased out. Yet, despite these discussions, the penny continued to hold value, and in 2001, it was still very much in demand for everyday use. Segment 4: The 2001 D penny's value and market trends. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2001 D penny in today's market. As we mentioned earlier, this coin was minted in vast quantities, over 6.5 billion pieces, making it extremely common. So, in terms of face value, a 2001 D penny is worth exactly 1 cent. However, the value of a coin isn't just about its face value, it also depends on its rarity, condition, and demand from collectors. The 2001 D penny, due to its high mintage, doesn't hold significant value in average condition. If you find one in circulation, it's still worth its face value, and you're not likely to make any money off it. But, as with all coins, condition is key. Let's break this down further. Circulated coins. A typical, well-worn 2001 D penny found in your pocket change will usually fetch around 1 to 2 cents above its face value, depending on the coin's condition. Uncirculated coins. If you're lucky enough to find a 2001 D penny in uncirculated condition, meaning it has no signs of wear and tear, it could be worth around 10 to 25 cents. These coins are typically found in sealed rolls or mint sets, and collectors prize them for their pristine condition. Proof coins. Some collectors also seek proof coins, which are specially minted for collectors. While there was no proof penny issued in 2001, you can still find specially minted sets that include a 2001 D penny, and these may carry a slightly higher premium due to their pristine quality. Segment 5: Collectability and special variants of the 2001 D penny. While the 2001 D penny is fairly common, some collectors have found rare mint errors or varieties that increase the coin's value. For example, some 2001 D pennies have been reported with double die errors, where the die used to stamp the coin was misaligned, resulting in a doubled image. These coins can fetch higher prices, ranging from $10 to several $100 depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. Additionally, special proof coins and coins from uncirculated rolls have become increasingly popular among collectors. They may sell for $1 to $3 or more, but these prices are typically for coins in pristine condition. Segment 6. What influences the value of a 2001D penny today? Several factors influence the value of a 2001D penny in today's market. First and foremost, the condition of the coin is crucial. As with any collectible, coins in better condition will naturally be worth more. Other factors include rarity, which, for the 2001D, is not a major factor. Market trends and collector demand. Since the penny continues to be in widespread circulation, its value will always be tied to the broader market for U.S. coins. However, as interest in collecting coins grows, especially with younger collectors turning to numismatics as a hobby, the value of coins like the 2001D penny could see an increase, though it's not likely to skyrocket in value unless something truly unique is discovered. Segment 7. Conclusions. So, there you have a 2001D 1-cent coin. While it may not be the most valuable penny out there, it certainly has a place in the hearts of collectors. From its humble beginnings at the Denver Mint to its continued circulation today, the 2001D penny is a reminder of U.S. history and the enduring legacy of Lincoln's image on our currency. Whether you're holding one in your hand or admiring it as part of your collection, it's always fun to explore the world of numismatics. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the world of coins and collectibles. And if you have any thoughts or questions about the 2001D penny, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in the history of currency, you're in for a treat. Today, we'll be diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in the United States, the 2002 1-cent coin. We'll explore its rich history, its design, and its current value in today's market. So sit back, relax, and let's explore everything you need to know about this iconic coin. Chapter 1. A brief introduction to the 1-cent coin. The 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, is one of the oldest and most recognizable forms of currency in the United States. Introduced in 1793, the penny has undergone many changes in design and composition. But today, we're focusing on the 2002 1-cent coin. It was minted during a time when the United States was transitioning into the new millennium, and the coin holds a lot more history than you might think. While the 1-cent coin has remained a staple in American currency, it has gone through multiple design changes over the years. By 2002, the penny was on its 10th year since the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been in circulation since 1959. The 2002 1-cent coin is part of this era of Lincoln Memorial cents. But before we get into its details, let's talk about the design itself. Chapter 2. The design of the 2002 1-cent coin. The 2002 penny features two main elements: the obverse and the reverse. The obverse, or the front of the coin, features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This portrait, created by artist Victor D. Brenner, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 2002 version of the penny was no exception, with Lincoln's iconic profile prominently displayed. Facing right. On the reverse side, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of Lincoln's lasting legacy. This design was introduced in 1959, replacing the wheat stalks that had been featured on the reverse since 1909. The memorial design is intricate, showcasing the pillars of the memorial and Lincoln statue, with the words E pluribus unum meaning out of many, one inscribed above. While the 2002 coin was not part of a special series, it did mark the final year of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, as a new series of pennies would begin circulating in 2009 to mark Lincoln's 200th birthday. The 2002 penny is therefore a historical piece, bridging two design eras. Chapter 3: Minting of the 2002 1-cent coin. Like all U.S. coins, the 2002 penny was minted at one of the U.S. Mint's facilities. In 2002, the primary mints responsible for producing the 1-cent coin were located in Philadelphia and Denver. These two mints produced billions of pennies during that year, making it one of the most common coins in circulation. The 2002 penny was struck in copper-plated zinc, with a weight of 2.5 grams and a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. These specifications were established in 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched from using solid copper to a copper-plated zinc composition due to rising copper prices. So, the 2002 1-cent coin shares the same composition as pennies produced in recent decades. Chapter 4: Rarity and collectability of the 2002 1-cent coin. Now, let's talk about rarity and collectability. Unlike certain years, where specific errors or unique design variations make a coin more valuable, the 2002 penny isn't particularly rare in terms of mintage. In fact, billions of these coins were produced, making them one of the most common pennies in circulation. In 2002, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 2.4 billion pennies, while the Denver Mint produced around 3.4 billion. That's a combined total of about 5.8 billion 2002 pennies. While these coins aren't rare, their widespread circulation means that they can still hold some appeal for collectors, especially if you can find one in excellent condition. An uncirculated 2002 penny, meaning one that has never been used in circulation and remains in pristine condition, will generally fetch a small premium compared to a regular, worn example. A 2002 penny in gem uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service PCGS or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation NGC, could be worth anywhere from $1 to $5 depending on the specific coin's condition and demand at the time. Chapter 5: The 2002 penny and market trends today. Now, let's take a look at the current value of the 2002 penny in today's market. As of 2025, most 2002 pennies are still worth only 1 cent in their regular circulated form. However, certain factors can influence a penny's market value. The condition of the coin, its rarity, and demand among collectors are all crucial factors to consider. While the 2002 penny is far from being a rare or highly valuable coin, there are still some niche markets where collectors are willing to pay a premium for high-quality examples. For example, a well-preserved 2002 penny in MS66 condition might fetch upwards of $10 to $15 at an auction. Special edition coins, such as proof versions or those with errors like double dies, may see higher values as well. Speaking of errors, it's worth noting that the 2002 penny, like many other coins, has seen its share of minting errors. Some of these errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or even the occasional die crack, can significantly increase the value of a coin. If you come across a 2002 penny with an unusual feature, it's always worth getting it appraised by a professional to determine its true worth. Chapter 6: The future of the 2002 1-cent coin. So, what does the future hold for the 2002 1-cent coin? Well, as it stands, the penny is becoming less and less used in everyday transactions. With inflation, the increasing cost of materials, and the rise of digital payment systems, many people believe that the penny may eventually be phased out of circulation altogether. But even if that happens, the 2002 penny will live on as a piece of numismatic history. Though it's not the rarest or most valuable penny, the 2002 1-cent coin is a piece of the broader story of U.S. currency. It represents an era when the U.S. was on the cusp of a new century, transitioning into the 21st century with technological advancements and social change. And while it may not hold significant monetary value today, it will always hold a special place in the hearts of collectors. There you have it, the complete history, value, and future of the 2002 1-cent coin. Though this little penny may seem insignificant to many, it carries a deep history, and for collectors, it remains an important part of America's numismatic legacy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and leave a comment below about any interesting coins you've found or collected. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the channel. Happy collecting!